don't fucking know.
I'm gonna put everybody through the headset again.
Alright. Thing coming soon. Who wants to do the recap? Or did everybody forget?
It's been weeks, I forget.
I remember.
Okay.
So,
Where?
so,
Wait,
so-
don't recap. Don't recap quite yet.
okay.
We're still waiting on Brian. Crack kills.
Hey guys, what's going on over here?
How's it going? Tell Haley I love her. I was just
Lies.
playing. No,
Ev-
I'm not lying.
Haley Evans says,
Yeah, that means I love you.
So, you know, you have the information now.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know what that was. One of these days she is gonna slap you full throated, and I'm gonna laugh.
She is not.
Okay. So recap. Go ahead.
I forgot.
Just
All right. Art, you got a recap for me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Hey, wow, I did not know it looked that bad on Discord. So tonight was
they messed up all the cameras.
What did I do?
all the cameras are messed up.
No,
what,
most of
oh,
them. Most of them
I'm
are messed up.
turning
Not all
mine
of them.
on in a second.
Yeah, all the ones
You
that
had it
have
from the
pictures.
browser, didn't you? Fuck!
No, I had it as
Welcome Twitch to another Timeless Storm.
Put your character sheet on your main screen.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Lord.
oh wow, that's even. Oh boy.
Oh, Ark is now the DM.
Oh, okay.
Where's the stream?
Ark, you're running this thing.
Brian's just
What?
fucking everything up.
It looks fine there. What did I do?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Is a
4 out of the
Oh. You didn't
7
tell me
pictures are
anything.
correct.
didn't expect you to move things over here. I thought you knew I had it set up how I wanted.
You thought wrong.
Obviously.
Clearly, you were wrong.
Roles are gonna show up,
Oh.
and this is how the cameras are all set up.
Well, why is Arc DM?
I am not doing this one.
Did
It's
I
not
do
our
it?
song.
Yes.
Fuck.
I don't know what you did, but you did it.
Arc, you're in charge now.
No. Pass. Hard pass. Not
What's
my
up,
game.
Lego? Normally I'm in
Oh
my
my
office,
God.
but I have schoolwork to do, so
Okay,
instead
so
I'm letting my
now that
husband
I've got
do
my
school.
notes pulled up for
Who's this guy?
our last session, everyone that's present had some weird ass streams involving a shadowy figure with red eyes that stated about a warning about their sires and the people who created them being killed. No idea who it is. At the same
I
time, that
closed
night,
Discord
a
over here,
weird
that's all I
scam
did.
was happening.
This?
The Prince of Louisiana. Hang on. There was two pieces of business that the Prince of Louisiana wanted to tackle. One of them being that there was an illegal siren, I guess is what you would want to call it, right, Kelvin?
Open up the
Right, Evan?
stream.
An unsanctioning siren, yeah, correct.
And
You need
Just
permission
someone
from
you're
the
having
prince
to-
before
also,
you're
his
able
name
to
is
turn
Frank.
the
His character's
vampire
name is
into Cameron.
Okay. Yeah, and it was.
And
it was Michael and his heir, David,
Child.
his child. Michael was sentenced to death by Marcel, but before he was taken off, he said something that was interesting,
Don't touch
which
anything
was
over
that
No.
Orin is the true
You should've told me
prince. Second piece is that elders are missing, including 2 from Marcel's inner circle, which the 2 that are missing are Dutch and Morgaine. Aminthi told the prince that that she had a very unusual dream about that I was mentioned earlier, and the 4 of them all had to meet in a separate room to basically discuss the dreams and try and go for the next, or figure out what to do next. They
You then decided that you were going to go and try to track down Morgaine first. So you all headed uptown.
Uptown
and
Bang.
GameStop things.
Okay. It is at that point that then the coterie decided to split up, with Katerina, Josiah, and Aminth going to the club that is owned by, well, technically bar that is owned by.
Mint did not go
Sorry,
to the
not
bar.
Aminth. My bad. Sorry, Delilah. Delilah, Josiah, and Katerina went to the art studio slash bar that is owned by Morgaine, and Aminth and Micah went to Aminth Sire's haven to see if he was okay.
And Amit lost her shit and now has a tail.
Yes, succumb to frenzy is the correct term, but yes, same thing.
It's the
I have
same
no idea
fucking-
what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So I'm going to start tonight's scene with JJ, Delilah, and Katerina first to kind of touch up on that. You all ran into Katerina's sire, Mario. Mario was at the art exhibit. You discussed some of the stuff, and then he asked you to join him in the back office of the gallery. Nobody objected to this. You all head there. Once the doors closed, Mario explains that he too has been looking for Morgan, and she has not been around for almost a week. He keeps coming back to the gallery to kind of put up appearances and make sure that everything seems like it's going fine. The reason she hasn't been seen is because she's busy with some new project or something. He suspects that the possibility of her disappearance is due to some venture rivals that are trying to buy up the local property, and that could potentially be what happened. But he received a weird message about 3 nights ago asking to meet, for him to meet Morgaine at a specific location, and that was tonight. That it's to happen. But he feels there's some kind of foul play, because unfortunately this is not the normal method in which Morgaine contacts him. Typically, she tends to do her own handcrafted greeting cards in which she encodes a lot of the message in with the filigree of the art in Enochian, which is an ancient vampire language. This one was in plain English, and it was just like a text message that got sent through. So he's very, very suspicious about it. What do you guys do?
We should probably go investigate her home first. So can I ask Mario if he knows where Morgaine lives?
I can assure you, Sir Raret, she is not in her haven. Plus, it would be a most egregious breach if you went there and then she found you there and didn't expect it.
Well, if she's missing, there has to be clues somewhere.
Well, this is a fair point.
You have to break some rules to save some people every now and then.
It's less of break rules and more of you might anger her. But if you feel that this is the best course of action,
I don't think we care if she's angry as long as she's alive.
I said we go check it out. Do you know where she is? Lives Mario? Where's her lair?
I do know where her lair is, and I can provide you with this information. However, as a precaution, I believe that Katarina should stay here with me. There is a project that I actually need her assistance on, if you do not mind.
Project.
Cute.
He pointedly upturns his nose at Delilah and does not acknowledge what she just said.
Does this mean I can say whatever I want and you're just going to ignore me? Because this might be very beneficial to me.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Goddamn Italians.
Sure, take her. Just more people to trample up the room anyway.
Fair enough. So Mario takes a piece of paper off of the desk in the back office, scribbles down an address about 5 blocks away from this location, and hands it to you. I must warn you, her lair is probably very well guarded, so I would tread carefully. But should you run into any of her retainers, this may help. And he hands you a small business card that
Alright.
has the Toreador clan symbol embossed on it. And on the other side, um, looks like there's a string of numbers. You can't make out what it should mean. It just looks like random numbers to you, but he hands it to you.
Go. Thank you, Mario, and I just put it in my breast pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, we'll leave you to whatever you and Katarina are gonna do.
Sure. If you should wish to continue on and perhaps investigate where I'm supposed to meet her, just text my child and I'll have her send you the information or
Will
meet
do.
you there.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Delilah?
He respectfully nods at JJ, and
I'm just going to turn around.
yeah, he's snubbing you too, so perfect.
I was gonna say let's leave before it gets weird.
Oh, before it gets weird.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. All right, cool. Are you guys doing anything besides just leaving and going directly to Morgane's haven, or are you
I was gonna
doing something?
text Mika and Emis to we have a location. Come join us.
Mika and Amin. Okay.
Where's Alistair?
Haha. Getting there.
Okay.
Because Alistair's not part of the coterie yet.
Couldn't remember.
He missed the first session, so he wasn't part of the coterie yet. I'm getting there. Cool. So like flashing over to the further away and the apartment building. Micah, you have just managed to get Amin to calm down. We've discovered that she now has a cattail.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
Well,
just
first of all, in that rampage, did my phone break?
No. Your phone's fine.
I just got a text from JJ. They have the location of Morgane, or her lair, as it were.
Neat. If you hadn't noticed, the entire apartment's trashed, and the windows busted open, and my sire is gone.
One thing at a time, Amenth. Unfortunately, there's no clues here.
We didn't even look!
Your rampage probably destroyed most of them.
Won't know until we look.
It's not my fault I got upset.
I said we won't know until we look. I didn't say it was my fault.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna grab my dice.
All right, fair enough.
Oh no, wait. Wrong campaign. We used the dice roller.
Yeah, we use the dice roll. It's all d10s.
Womp womp.
What are you guys doing?
If you want to stay here, that's fine. But if we have a chance to find the elders, that might not be a bad idea. We don't need the city to fall into chaos.
So, are we gonna completely disregard the fact that my sire is also an elder?
Yes.
Pretty
You're
much.
not here.
but no.
Shut up.
I'm not saying disregard that your sire is also an elder, but we at least have a fresh lead with Morgaine. If no one else is going to come in, if no one else can get into his place, his lair, his haven, then the clues will still be here.
The door was busted open. Also,
That's prob-
do we even know if she's actually missing?
She would have been at Elysium if she was not. If she wasn't missing. Would she not have?
Kelvin, that's it. I don't know the lore that well.
If what? No, yes, you would. Most definitely as part of the princess retinue.
Okay.
Her and Dutch would both have been at Elysium with the prince.
Okay.
And also remember that she is one of the city's premier harpies. Harpies are vampires who pretty much they're rumor mongers, but it's like a fairly important thing in vampire society, and they never miss an Elysium because that's where they spread all the hot goss.
Hot dogs?
As in
Oh,
hot
gossip. Sorry.
Can we at least just take like 10 minutes to look? Can you give me 10 minutes?
10 minutes. No more.
Awesome. So where are you looking? What are you doing?
I'm basically looking around to see if there is anything that could be a clue. I did up my what did I up? Where is it? Which one was the one that allowed me to have higher senses?
You upped one of your abilities. You actually, from what you told me,
Brawl.
you took a point in brawl because that's what you spent your 3 XP on. So,
Okay.
if you're talking about your ability to see things, you don't have that. You do have Eyes of the Beast, which lets you see in complete darkness.
I meant like sense of smell.
I mean, you can just do a perception check or investigation check, depending on what it is that you're trying to do.
Well, she's basically trying to find any type of clue at all, walking around, looking through things, trying to see if there's like any type of.
Is there any particular place in the apartment that you're currently like? Walk me through the top 3 places you're investigating. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so probably the area where it looks like the fighting initially started.
Okay.
Near the window that's busted open.
Okay.
And by the door.
Great. So we'll start with where the area started. Give me a perception plus investigation roll with a difficulty of.
I'm looking for dice roller champ.
Well, it's in the
Yeah,
in the GSG, right in the D&D chat.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There's so many channels.
It's right in the D&D channel, and it's
I'm literally staring at it. Wow, I'm special.
exclamation point roll, and then in your case, I believe it's 5. Yep, 2 investigation and 3 in perception. So it's 5d10. Cool.
I
Why didn't
it
it do the roll? Are we doing it in the wrong channel? I thought that's what the command was for the roller bot. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotta do
Just
that.
the exclamation, not the roll.
Oops. Wrong.
No, that's it. It was the right channel. Yeah, it was
No,
just
I did
not
the wrong
you.
window.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Everything's fine.
This is fine. It's fine. Don't look.
All right, so you have 2 successes. So with 2 successes, that's a standard success. You can see that definitely the fight that broke out here was quick. A lot of things were shattered and thrown about. There is no sign of blood that you can see, so you don't think anything bled in this particular area. You're not finding any kind of discarded clothing nor any sort of um, like drag
Got it.
marks, like if somebody had fallen and then been removed from this location. So definitely, this is where the fight had started, and it moved elsewhere.
Okay, so if I stick my head out the opening of the window and I look up, does it look like there's claw marks or something there where they just kind of drag themselves up
This
to
was
the
the
roof?
first area that you checked. So do another perception check now on the window to see what you see.
Oh, okay, the windows.
Yeah, because you said 3 different areas. So the next is
Okay,
by the window.
1, okay. 5D. Oh.
Mhm.
9.
Okay. Again, standard 2 successes. You go out to look in the window, a lot of broken glass, but there isn't that much broken glass on this side. When you stick your head out and you look down and up, you see that like from this height, it's a little difficult to tell if anything down in the street below had hit from up here, but clearly the glass shattered out. So maybe whatever it was happened out the window. You look up and you don't necessarily see any claw marks, but you do see something else. There is a building across the alleyway from this one, and you see a shadowy figure that hops um, from this ceiling over to the next ceiling next door, and then is doing double backflips down the fire escape 2 buildings away.
Okay, so the second I see that figure,
Mm-hmm.
I look back and I'm like, there's a lead right there on the roof. Sorry, going, and I jump to go across over to the other building.
All right, you are on the 11th floor, but certainly.
But wait, you said that it was across the alley.
Yeah, you were on the 11th floor of this building.
Okay.
This side of the building looks out onto an alleyway. The building down below is much shorter. So you couldn't from this height tell what hit the alley because it was so far down. So you can jump out this window if you want to try to make it to the roof, but that is a roll that you're gonna have to make.
No.
It's not next
Do
door.
I'm not gonna do
do
that if
it,
it's that far
do
down.
it.
Self-preservation instinct.
Fair enough.
It's not next door?
What's that?
Wait, okay, it's not next door?
You are in a skyrise building that is next to, across
Okay.
away from it, like a 5-story building. It's not as tall as the building next to it.
Okay, I misunderstood what you said before,
Yeah,
sorry.
you look down and you look out. You saw that figure running over through the roof, jump to the following roof 2 buildings away, and then start doing backflips down the fire escape there.
Okay. Okay, instead of immediately jumping, I look at her and I go, there's a supernatural that was just on that roof, was looking up here. It just jumped over to the roof next door and it's getting down, doing backflips on the fire escape. I really think we should probably go see what that is.
No, that I will agree with. And let me text JJ and let him know.
Text while running. And I just go, voice to text function!
All right.
You said you no technology.
Cool. So the 2 of you decide to run. Are you taking the stairs or the elevator?
Stairs is faster.
Stairs is a lot
Cool.
faster, likely.
All right. You start bolting down 11 flights of stairs. Cut to Raz. Hey, Raz.
Yep.
you decided that tonight would be a great time to do some major parkour videos.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
From some of the ritzier spots over uptown.
Fuck.
You've been recording now for like about 2 hours, trying to get this stunt just right. You've got a GoPro set up on a selfie stick that is strapped to your arm, so that you can kind of get that selfie feel, but you're also able to control it and turn the camera around if you want to. You managed to finally nail this one bit that you want to do, where you run across one building to the other, and then do some backflips onto uh, onto the fire escape.
Incredible.
All
I
right.
hate you.
You finish up with that trick, and then you decide, you know what? I'm gonna take one more take, and you start walking back to go towards the alley where you first climb up on the other side of the building. Eventually, a mint, neither of which you know, but these two women come out of the ritzy high-rise building that's just across the alleyway from where you started, and they seem to be looking towards you. You guys see the hooded figure that you saw. You see them actually walking towards the building now. What do you guys do?
Real quick, Amin. Are you certain that this is the person that this is a lead?
Don't metagame.
Perception is high. If you can see a person walking, it generally doesn't seem like they're out of place. He doesn't seem like he's in a rush. If you were someone that was behind an elder disappearing, wouldn't you think he still be in the area?
What does your character look like?
Describe your character.
He's about 5'9", about 150 pounds. Or
Skinny white.
yeah,
Skinny little dude.
yep. And he's just wearing a loose jacket with a hood over, like a hoodie hood, and then basic jeans, and yeah, some just basic
All right.
fine.
His right.
All right. So my intelligence and wits were not a dump stat. So I'm gonna kind of be glaring and side-eyeing this person, but I do stop to a walk with your character, and I'm like, you have a point. But he's a supernatural person who was literally doing a bunch of crap out in the open. Right next to a building that had an elder in it that just got ransacked. Does that kind of strike you as suspicious?
Suspicious, yes, but not necessarily cause for alarm.
I'm not gonna rip his face off.
You see him walk past you guys and turn into the alley.
Oh, when he goes to walk past us? Yeah. Nope. Amint just kind of like reaches out and goes, yoink.
All right. Raz, you get stopped in the street by this rando woman.
This rando woman who has an appearance of 3 and a cattail.
Oh, no, you said you tucked it into your
What?
Well,
You said you tucked it into your pants.
How am I gonna tuck it into skin-tight leather pants?
It's a great question.
You have a bulge.
It really
There's a
is.
bulge back there. It looks like you took a dump.
I've never
But
seen Highlander
you tucked-
because they stick claymores in tight pants. So I mean,
I thought I'd just kind of ripped a hole in it and let the tail go.
Okay, so I'm going to give you one last chance here. So you're telling me that you straight up are going to have a breach of masquerade violation by clearly showing an animal trait in public that does not look like a costume?
I mean, some people are into some really kinky stuff.
You
And
see
it
some
is New
chick with a-
Orleans.
You see some chick with a cattail.
I mean, she isn't wrong.
Hell, I saw somebody like that at Walmart like 3 nights ago.
There's a difference between like it's a cocktail that I have that I got at a store, and a tail that is living and animated like a cat.
Okay, fine. I'll just keep it tucked.
I'm just letting you
Can't
know.
really hear you.
You don't have to. I'm just letting you know there's a difference. You take the choice that you want to take.
I'm
But
just
in
gonna keep it tucked.
either case, you're being stopped. Raz, what do you do?
Harsh. What's the deal?
I could literally ask you the same, considering the amount of non-human athletics you were pulling on the building right now.
Well, I'm just grabbing some footage for my channel,
Wait. Okay.
and I gestured to the GoPro on my arm.
You mean to tell me that you're doing things that most humans can't, and you're recording it to put it on a channel like a TV?
No, I'm big on YouTube.
What's YouTube? Wait, never mind. I know what YouTube is. I'm not that technologically retarded. Okay. I look at your character while holding onto this person.
So, what's the deal? What do you ladies need?
Did say that some people are just that stupid.
I mean, are you followers of my channel? You
Hardly.
see my stuff? So, why are you stopping me? I'm working on some tricks.
Oh, you're gonna be a trick, right? When I show the prince what you're doing.
Yeah. We could use them.
Oh yeah, because the prince finding out that we're blackmailing some kid who was breaking the veil, and that would be great too. The Harpy would have a blast.
Who said he has to find out that we're blackmailing him? I wouldn't.
Have you met the court?
I'm unsure what y'all are talking about, but please excuse any of the matters. I'm
Is Raz
Alistair.
doing a voice?
I'm a extreme athlete.
Is Raz doing a voice?
You know, mostly do my stuff here in the evening time, cause and then I'm just out there for several hours, mastering down my tricks and getting all that stuff. So
You don't know what the court is?
now I've kind of dropped away from my sire because of what I chose to do.
A quick above table. Yes, he would know what the court is, but also you guys are in a public street.
We're in an alley.
You're at the mouth of the alley. He was headed that way and you stopped him.
Why don't we consider the...
Okay.
We may not want to continue this conversation where we're continuing it.
Hey, so you don't want to come to a really cool, fancy, upscale party with a lot of free food and booze?
That'll
Free
work.
food? Free food? Awesome.
Yep.
That'll work. We may... I just texted you. We may have a new person to add to our... Is it it's a quarter? Or what is it called? Ebon.
Coterie.
Coterie, okay. We may have a new person to add to our coterie.
Yeah, just grab your character by the wrist and just hold on to his wrist and start dragging you down the street. To clarify, there is a very hot chick in skin-tight hot pants, like leather pants, and a corset that she's barely fitting into, dragging you down the street by your wrist, taking you to a party with free food and alcohol, with an also very attractive other individual who is going along with it.
What party are you referring to? Just so I'm gonna know here.
It's not actually a party. She lied her ass off.
All right, fair enough. Then in that case, go ahead and do a subterfuge plus What's the other stat?
Charisma.
No. It's manipulation. There we go. Because you're trying to lie to him.
Okay.
Yep. Standard difficulty 7.
One.
Versus Raz, you get to roll perception plus empathy. See if you catch they're lying to you.
Charisma doesn't do anything for it, and neither does
It's not
appearance or
charisma, it's
distraction.
manipulation when you're trying to lie. Charisma is when you're trying to charm people. Manipulation is when you're trying to lie.
Okay. Breathe.
Yeah, no, I'm breathing. I'm letting you know.
What do you need me to do?
You need to roll your 2 stats. So it's the number of dice together from your empathy
Oops.
and your perception. If you don't have empathy, I believe that empathy is a talent, so you just roll your perception. And each of you has a difficulty of 7.
I hit 7.
Okay? So 1 success for Nil.
So
Raz.
like one exclamation 2d10 because that believe.
Yeah,
'cause
if that's the total number of pips that you have, then yes, 2d10.
I have nothing in empathy but 2 in perception.
Yeah, 2d10. Standard difficulty of 7. You bot. So a bot
Help,
means
help,
that you
thank
failed
you.
completely. You're like, you have bought it, hook, line, and sinker. All right, you don't even know they're vampires. You think it's just some random chicks who are fans of your YouTube, and you're like, yes, perfect opportunity to feed on some like randos. Awesome, and you go along with the lie.
I'm being kidnapped by prostitutes. Really?
No, he's not even there.
Oh my god.
That's why it was
All right.
quotes.
Food, free food, beer, hot chicks. Let's go.
That
It's
is pretty hilarious.
One of them has a bulge in the back of her pants. Hot.
She shoved it up the back. She shoved it up the back of her corset.
Well, it looks like you shit yourself.
How?
Ark, quick reminder, I'm going to switch over to the other part, the other people now to run their party. Take a look at your Path of Technomancy at rank 1 power. It is on page 225 of the rulebook.
Ark, I forgot your character's name.
Micah.
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 I just look at Micah and be like, you should make a phone call.
Mhm.
I already
All right.
texted that.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
And moving over to the other scene. Okay, JJ and Delilah are now making their way further uptown from where they are. It was 5 blocks away. Do you guys walk? Do you guys take a cab?
Oh, just walk, I assume.
Yeah. Just walk.
Sure. All right. You're walking through the streets at night. It's still relatively early. We're only talking about like not even 11 o'clock at night.
Timing. And then there was Catpo.
As you're passing along, Delilah, you get the sense that like there's somebody familiar you're seeing in the shadows in one of the alleys as you pass by, and just as quickly as you thought you saw that, that image goes away from your mind.
Okay.
You did.
Can I just kind of walk down the alley real quick? Just hold on, JJ.
Absolutely.
Jay's just kind of staring at his phone, questioning text messages that he got. Why'd Mika send me a cat and then laughing emojis? I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
A cat and laughing emoji. Oh boy. Who knows what those two?
I mean, it's very plausible that Micah could have totally discreetly snapped a picture of a mince ass with a fucking cattail on it. Just
possible. It's possible. But let me deal with Delilah. All right. So you tell JJ, wait a moment. You head over to the alley. What do you do?
I just kind of want to look around.
The alley doesn't look out of place. As a matter of fact, everything kind of looks like normal. Like there's nothing out of the ordinary at all. You have all specs, right?
Yeah.
Do you turn on your heightened senses?
Yes.
Looking around with your regular perception, give me a perception plus. What's the search one?
I did.
Actually, give me a perception plus streetwise roll here.
Where's the freaking
Tell me
channel?
if you can hear me in stream.
Standard difficulty.
Haley, can you hear me in
This
stream?
is your Discord.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Unfortunately, you don't get any successes. You get a
So
hunch
you heard all the whispering I did to
that
Bear.
maybe like, oh, you know what would be a great place to hide right by this
Who's your good
dumpster.
boy?
If I was trying to hide, I would go
Who's
over
your good
there.
boy? I don't
But then
understand.
like you don't know what it is, but like your eyes just like glaze over for a little bit, and then you're like, nah, it can't be this. And then you pass right by it. You go down to the end of the alley, and there's not any rats or anything in the alley at all. It's completely devoid and empty. But that whole entire experience leaves you a little unnerved.
I'm gonna go back to JJ.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of forget about it.
You good?
JJ, what do you do?
good?
Just not liking this alley very much.
I mean,
You're
it's
so
an
mean.
alley. Why would you like it? Did you need to pee or something? What are you doing?
Am I an animal?
That'd be weird. None of us are animals.
Or
Heh.
you also don't pee. You're vampires.
I don't know. I just get a weird vibe from it.
Trying to
Save
vibe
so
in an
much
alley?
money on toilet paper a year.
It doesn't like give you a weird feeling.
Does it do anything to JJ?
JJ, I do not believe has aspects at all, so you don't have any supernatural senses. It's just your standard regular senses. Looks like a regular alley to you.
I mean, it just looks like an alley. I don't know what would you think you saw.
I don't know.
Might be
I
a
don't know.
hobo.
Maybe I don't know. Let's just keep going.
Within a couple of minutes, you come to the building that's supposed to be the haven for Morgaine. Unlike some of the other ones, this seems like an older private residence. So you ever been in a city where like there's like a lot of apartment buildings, and then suddenly there's just like this one older house that looks like it was there a while ago and then built up around it? That's what we're dealing with here. So it's like an old manor, very tall, wrought iron gates with little pointed bits at the top. Um, there's also a lot of shrubbery behind the iron, uh, topiaries and such, to kind of obstruct the view of the actual manor itself. From the street, from here, you can see that like it recedes far enough away that the buildings surrounding it during the day would probably make it nice and shady and not have too much sunlight blocking in. So this seems like it's the right place. What do you guys do?
Go up to the front gate, see if there's any attendees.
You don't see anyone at the front gate. However, there is one of those little keypads with the numbers where you can dial in and call somebody.
Jason's gonna take the card out of his pocket and punch in the numbers on the back of the card.
Okay.
You get the funky town beat. Won't you take me down to funky town?
You definitely hear beep, beep, beep. And there's a slight buzz, and the gate opens slightly. Just like zzz.
I say after you to Delilah.
After me? Ah, fuck it. Let's go.
All right.
I'll follow closely behind.
All right. You guys make your way into the grounds. About halfway to the door, you hear a low rumbling growl.
I don't. What is that?
Does it sound animalish or
Yes.
like a humanoid?
Off to either side of you, you see two guard dogs. Really mean, slightly bigger.
Oh god.
Can I use dominate on the dogs?
Yeah, you can try using Dominate on the dogs. Also, Delilah has an ability. can use
Yeah,
on
I do. I was just looking at it.
that.
Mhm.
So,
Cat, I love you too, but
Also,
please.
what kind of dogs?
Rottweilers.
Okay.
You know, nice little trained Rottweiler guard dogs.
Okay. Can I try to talk to them and tell them that we're just here to make
Absolutely.
sure?
What were you laughing at, Ark?
Come in peace.
I'm laughing at Smitten's comment.
Smitten, sir.
Vampires.
Missed it. What'd she say?
I mean, question. Please tell me vampires still get down like jackhammering rabbits, though. LMAO. Please tell me that's still true. I know vampires aren't sparkly Twilight vampires, but please tell me this is a thing, though.
So Spittin'
I
just
mean, my
wants
character
vampires
concept
fucking?
wouldn't work if they didn't.
Okay. So there's absolutely no role necessary
I
to
forgot to
talk
click
to
the
the
button.
animals. They
Spittin'
completely
heard me.
understand. That is just the power that you have with feral whispers. If you
Okay.
want to issue a command, that is manipulation plus animal can. They
Okay.
are predatory mammals because they're dogs, so it would only be a difficulty of 6 to issue any commands to them.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do that.
All right. So go ahead, give me the roll.
What is it? What was it? I only heard the second one.
Manipulation plus animal ken. Animal ken is a skill, so you don't have it, so your difficulty would be a +1, so you're at 7. But your manipulation is 3, so you get 3 dice, and every 7 and above counts as a success.
3 dice. Okay. 3 dice. JK.
Well, better play with him.
All right, what command do you issue to the dogs?
Hey, she counts. 3, 4,
To go
5.
back to bed. To go sit down.
They're telling they keep growling. It's like, and you understand them, so you know it's like you're not supposed to be here. This is the master's house. Out, out, get out, out.
We're just trying to make sure your master is okay. That's all we want to do.
So you can talk to dogs?
Yeah. They're not listening. They want us to leave.
Tell them we're checking in on your master.
I did.
Daisy's just standing there barking at dogs.
Oh, wait. Ask them if they can smell her inside the house.
Oh, is your master here? Can you like smell her? Is she
Nope.
here?
Out, out, out.
Yeah, no, they want us to leave immediately.
Can I charm the dogs as to letting us pass? Or
Yeah, you
dominate
can
them?
try-
Not pass.
You can try. You can try and dominate the dogs. It requires eye contact.
You really want to
Sure.
sit here and make eye contact with these dogs while they're about to kill us?
Why are you scared of dogs?
I would like to keep my body parts intact.
What do I need to roll?
It's gonna be pretty difficult. You're just trying to use command, right? That's your basic power.
I was kind of trying to dominate them. Do I have
Uh,
command?
You can mesmerize them. You have 2 dots in dominate.
Yeah.
Dot 1 is command, which is the one-word command, and they have to follow it. Mesmerize is the one where like you can make them forget things. No, that's the forgetful man. I'm sorry. Mesmerize is the one where they lock eyes and they just keep looking at you and they can't look away. So which one do you want to do?
Let's just do a command of friendly.
Well, it's a one-word command. So you tell them, you can tell, like literally give them a command like you would to a dog. So yeah, you can tell them sit. You can tell them leave.
Down.
All right. Roll manipulation plus intimidation. It's difficulty of the dog's willpower. The dog's willpower is 4, so you don't have a lot, but you can only do one dog at a time. So pick one.
Manipulation and what?
Manipulation plus intimidation.
3.
Do you have intimidation?
No, but I have 3.
And it's difficulty 5.
Cool.
Yeah, 3 dice with a difficulty of 5. Because intimidation is a skill, so you can try it even if it's untrue. Actually, no,
So
it might be a
Daisy's
talent.
barking at the
So it's
dog.
just standard difficulty of 4, and then 3 dice.
My name is Delilah.
Sorry.
2,
I've had a
6,
long
and 4.
2, 6, 6 works. All right. So you don't know if it's because you never tried to dominate a dog before. more it's because humans are so much easier, but
Uh,
you eventually tell one of the dogs down, and he goes "Woo!" and just gets on all fours and looks really confused.
I couldn't do that, but you can. Okay.
so
You
Delilah's
could have
barking at
if you
the
rolled
dog.
correctly. Are you going to try again? You can try again at a +1 difficulty. That would make it a difficulty of 8. Kiss.
Yeah.
The hell was that noise?
So like no.
Haley.
I don't know if anyone. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
cheer.
what is the command you want to issue?
Also
200
sit.
bits.
Also sit. All right. They look reluctant at first, simply because you only got one success. But the dogs are now kind of responding and going, oh, okay, we sit now.
Good dogs.
No, you friends of the master?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Master
It's
told
okay.
us not to let anyone in.
Hmm?
We shouldn't let you in. But
Yes, we should.
Oh, that's not
yes,
nice.
we should.
Yes.
I
Yes,
thought it
we
only
should.
does it on 500.
We should. Good.
Okay, I think we're good.
All
Can
right.
I pat their head?
Yeah, you can pat
Okay.
Delilah loses 3
Oh, yeah.
fingers.
that.
Came up with a compromise. I
All
don't
right,
remember
you have
which one.
successfully solved my guard dog puzzle. What do you do next?
Damn, you used your powers. I wasn't expecting that.
Look at me.
Oh, let's try and go in the door, I guess.
Yeah. You go up to the door. The door is locked.
um,
Can I ring a doorbell?
Absolutely. You ring the doorbell. After a few moments, the door opens, and an older gentleman, about 60 or so, dressed in a black coat and tails, opens and says, "May I help you?"
Hello, my name is Josiah, and this is Delilah. We're here looking for... What was her name? Fuck!
For
I forgot her name again. Morgan!
More game.
Morgan, close enough. Morgan!
the mistress is not in the house. What is the nature of your call?
Can I tell if he's part of the vampire culture?
Yeah, you can do a perception, just straight perception roll.
Lol.
Okay.
200 bits have been donated to give negatives to
5 and
Goodness.
6.
Brian.
Cool. The first the difficulty is 7, and 200 bits were donated to give you negatives, which we determined that what was it is like every 100 was a die. So taking -2 die is cool. So you just fail. You don't know. You have absolutely no idea.
Oh, cool.
Other people wanted just you to be clueless.
Oh my god.
I also would like to roll.
Thank you, stream.
I would also like to figure out if he is part of.
Absolutely.
Lord. What is it again?
Yeah, it's just a straight perception roll, but you have heightened senses,
Okay.
so your difficulty is lower.
Okay.
So you're rolling with a difficulty of 4.
Okay.
You could also just read their aura if you wanted. Well, that's heightened sense. Read auras is level 2. Eventually, you can just read their auras and be able to tell. All right, you have 1 success. You can tell this guy's definitely breathing, but more importantly, you're pretty sure he's a ghoul.
He's a what?
A ghoul.
Oh, okay.
Ghouls are mortals that are fed vampiric blood, and as long as they keep drinking vampire blood, they don't age. But they can go in the sun and everything else. Old enough ghouls might even have some vampire powers, but like low level ones.
Okay. When was the last time Morgaine was here?
I'm not of the in the habit of telling the comings and goings of my mistress to strangers. Who are you again? You have yet to
Josiah's
fully
gonna
introduce yourself.
Josiah's gonna assume he's not part of the vampire thing, and
Mm-hmm.
is gonna try and dominate him to make him friendly towards us.
Oh god, here we go.
Sure.
Brian's dominating things.
This can end no
That is-
way but badly.
So what do I need to do?
You can use mesmerize, which allows you to verbally implant a hypnotic suggestion in someone.
Okay.
So it can be anything simple from directive like handing over an item, taking notes on somebody's behalf. Just in this case, you're mesmerizing him into telling the truth.
Okay. Yeah, that.
Cool. So go ahead and do a manipulation plus leadership equal to the willpower of this retainer. This retainer's willpower is 6, so that's your target thing. I want to pause just in case anybody donated bits to tell you to go mess.
That's a lot of crappy rolls. 5, 3, 3, 3, 5, 1.
You botched.
Oh my god.
You have no successes and a 1. Like, this is the thing you're good at, but not tonight, buddy.
6 fucking dice.
God.
This is
I know where all my
bullshit.
shitty rolls have gone.
What's that?
I know where all my shitty rolls have gone.
They all went to Brian. So here's what happens.
Got messed up.
On a botch,
Oops.
your dominate powers will not work on this guy for the rest of the night. On top of that, he totally knows what you're doing because he's a ghoul and he's seen vampires. So when you get that look in your eye, like, well, role play. How do you want him to get you to tell you what you want? Go ahead.
Just kind of stare into him and try to like move my head back and forth to get his attention on my eyes as I like kind of change a little bit
Fucking
of color for
cobra.
attention.
You having a seizure?
Yeah, like a cobra. And then like he's just fucking straight facing me. He's like, "What are you doing?"
So he looks back at you, right?
So, do you smell burnt toast?
No, and he goes, "Do you think you're the first young lick who has attempted to dominate things out of my mind?
Phrasing.
I was hoping, yes.
Why don't you tell me what you want here before I tell my mistress that you attempted to take over my thoughts?"
I apologize for his behavior. We're just trying to make sure Morgaine is safe and alive. Well, for lack of a better term.
Thought she was home.
Who has sent you here?
Fuck, I forget.
The prince.
Was it the prince?
It was the prince.
The prince sent us to investigate some missing elders.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Because we are bad at this.
Please come inside.
I'm a
Well, at
surgeon,
least
not
he's
a
honest.
detective.
All right, and he escorts the two of you inside.
Hopefully not a
switching-
brain surgeon.
Now for the party crew. Wrap it down.
So a prostitute and a goth chick walk into a bar.
Where are you guys taking? Alistair?
So were we texted any information at all about where you guys went?
Nope,
That-
not so far.
Did those side texts where they were?
No.
Where
That was my first text.
Oh.
It was I sent you the address.
Well, you texted them the address of the Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you guys have that address.
So that's where we're heading.
Okay.
And then cat question mark?
It's a long story, but you'll get a kick out of it when you find out.
I hate you both.
All right. Cool. So, you guys head for the manor house.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
sure I'm sure the guard dogs are going to be thrilled.
It's not too. It's not too long. When you get there, there is an iron rock fence gate with a keypad outside of it.
I look at the keypad and I look over at Micah and I'm just like,
Right. I just another touch of JJ. You seem to have left out some information when you told us where you were.
Tell
Like
him
what?
just to ask the dogs nicely.
Like what?
Like,
Oh
Ask
my
the
god.
dogs nicely. I send in like
There's a
caps lock.
gate closed.
You have to charm the dogs.
Oh my god.
You guys realize you're inside with the problem.
I assume this is over text.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're looking at your phone and you're getting a text that your friends are outside. What do you do?
Let them figure it out because I'm an asshole.
I tell them
And
to
he
climb
just
the fence
stares
like
at
everyone
the
else.
camera like a gaping goldfish.
I love how you guys like went through all this trouble to get through all the security measures. You finally get the thing. You get inside. You succeed. Your friends are like, "Hey, we're here," and then you're like, "Figure it out."
You're like, how I mine for a fish?
I give them the gate
They're
code,
not dumb. They're not dumb. They're spiteful.
Just a little bit.
and I say, "Warning, dogs. They don't like cats."
Good. This is gonna be fun.
Did we all exchange phone numbers? I forget.
I would
You guys-
assume so.
You guys, I know for a fact that Micah and JJ exchanged phone numbers because of when you guys were splitting. I don't know if any of you got each other's numbers back.
Nope, I kept my number to myself.
Yep. So, so right now your line of communication is Micah and JJ. Raz, what do? You're seeing like one of the chicks you're with just like text in front of this fancy house, and the other one's just sitting there looking at the keypad on the thing.
I'm looking at the keypad and I'm looking at Micah and I'm like, this is taking too long with the clicky clicky. Just call him already. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you young people who can't make a fucking phone call? You have to text each other all the time.
What do you do, Raz?
So what? No party?
No, there's a party.
All right.
Given all the information. Did Josiah just send the
Yeah, I sent
gate
you the
code?
door code, and then I warned you about the dogs. Super
Here.
aggressive.
Enter. I just shoved my phone at Ahmed. Here, enter that code.
I enter the code.
Oh, she can't read computers.
The door buzzes
I can
open.
read.
And then
It's a smartphone.
A lot of
You
assumptions.
said you had whoa. You said you had a flip phone.
No, it's her
Oh,
smartphone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's Micah's smartphone. Right.
She would have like
Door buzzes
picked it
open.
up, closed a couple apps, like started a game somehow. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Ahmed, slight warning. There's guard dogs ahead.
Neat. If they start anything, I'll kick them.
Really want to kick more games dogs.
All right.
Bad
Stream.
idea.
Just know that as a storyteller for this story, I do not approve of the abuse of real animals, only fake ones. Apparently.
Agreed. I endorse this.
Okay. All right. So you walk past, and the guard dogs are there. They start to growl because they don't recognize you. What do you guys do? You literally have the same power that you used on them. You have feral.
No,
whispers.
let them figure it out.
Oh,
Cool.
you did take animalism.
I did take animalism. I have a thought in it.
Yeah, that is the power. So it's the same
I
one.
forgot to put push the dog. They can't
Manipulation
hear me.
plus animal can to give them commands.
Chat can.
Cool.
And their difficulty is 4 unless you
Yeah.
don't have animal can, in which case it is 5.
Animalism and what am I rolling?
You're rolling manipulation
Okay.
plus animal can. Animal can is at the top of the skills.
No, I have it. Where the hell is it?
If you don't have it, it's just a difficulty 5 straight on your manipulation.
Oh, okay. I don't have animal can. Whoops.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So it's a difficulty 5 because they're trained guard dogs, so they don't have a very high willpower.
Pray to the dice gods and hope RN Jesus is feeling generous.
Can't be
No.
any worse than Brian.
Oh, helps if I put, in the right channel.
Yeah. Rolling the dice.
3.
Your
Okay.
manipulation's a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You try to tell the guard dogs what command do you give them?
Sit.
Sit. And they go. "Rrr, we don't sit. We bite. Rrr, rrr," and they seem to be getting more aggressive towards you. What do you guys do?
There. I go. Look, is it, ladies? This will be excellent content for my channel. And I just refer the camera on my arm to turn it on, and
No.
I poke it the other direction.
I still have hold of
This
your
is great.
wrist.
No, he turns on the thing and he's running away from you guys.
I still have hold of your wrist.
All
For
right. Well,
multiple blocks?
guys,
Yeah, she dragged
we are
it.
on opposed rolls, some of which are combat. So you have to roll initiative. Okay? Initiative is wits plus alertness. Standard difficulty 6, and we go by the number of successes. So that
4,
includes
5,
Mike,
6.
and includes the dogs.
JJ, shouldn't they be here by now if they were at the gate?
I mean, I gave him the gate code.
Do it again?
It's your wits
Yeah.
plus your alertness.
Did they get lost through the gate?
Oh, probably. I mean, I told him about the dogs, but I already had him dominated, so that shouldn't be an issue.
You guys definitely hear the dogs barking.
You sure about that?
Okay.
Save me from this. Save me from stupidity.
All right. So 1 success for
That's
Raz.
stupid.
I said stupidity. I didn't say stupid people.
2 successes for the dogs. Then a Minth has 1, 2, 3, 4 successes for a Minth. And Ark, did you roll?
I did not. I did not know I was involved in this.
Well, you were there. You walked in with all of them. So.
Okay. So what was it? It was alertness and
Wits,
wits. Okay.
difficulty 6.
Why do they have a guy with his phone out? Just recording them running away.
Maybe
Oh, wow.
we should go out.
So that is not a botch because you did have a success, but the 2 ones do cancel out your only success. It's a failure, so you go dead last.
That's moral.
We should probably go out there and stop this.
Is Ark. Okay.
We can't.
So Amit, what do you do?
How many actions am I allowed to take?
You take 1 action, unless you have celerity, in which case you can activate celerity to get multiple actions. The additional actions would happen at the end of the round. Or you can take 2 actions that are the same action twice, but you have to split your dice.
Trying to see if I have celerity.
Don't
I do
think
not.
you do. So.
Nope.
Right.
I still have hold of Raz's wrist because
Okay,
I
so
basically.
But you're trying to pin him down now. You're trying to, instead of like pulling him along, you're grappling. Is that what you're doing now?
Yep, she's just she tightens her grip on his wrist and is like, no.
Okay. Do
Tightens and jerks.
a strength plus brawl, difficulty 7.
3, 4.
Okay, you got 4 successes. You got him nice and gripped. Raz, do you have dex? Do you have strength plus brawl also?
Yeah, I got strength.
Okay. Roll your strength. Difficulty, same difficulty.
69.
He got 1. So unfortunately, like you try to run and you are suddenly amazed by how strong the grip is. Like she's got a really good hold on your hand, and you're having trouble bringing it out.
She pulled him towards her too.
Yeah, but on a 3 successes, like he's resisting you. So like right now he's
Fair.
trying to book, and you've managed to stop him in his tracks. So there's no momentum.
Okay.
So that's a Minth. Then the dogs go, and the dogs are going to go for they're actually going to go for Raz because he started to run. So they're just like, oh, pray.
GG.
Yep.
I feel like Brian wants to just take that rolling pin and hit all of us with it at this point.
So
Primarily
Raz is
me.
being attacked while grappled, is what you're saying?
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Both of the dogs managed to like lunge at Raz, who, because of the momentum, was slightly thrown off. Just happens to be at the exact right place at the right time as both doggies leap right past him. Because I just
What
totally
can I say except you're welcome?
okay. Raz, what do you do?
I can't hear Raz.
I can't hear either. Yeah.
I don't know what the.
Hello.
Oh, hang on one second. It might be acting up.
Yeah, there you
There
are.
you.
You sound better now.
Usually it acts up. Hang on. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Because I see both. It was like both dogs kind of lunged past me.
Yeah, they were. They went to bite you and completely missed. Because my cursed dice still are running nice and strong. What do you want to do?
Well, how about since it uh kind of landed on here, can I turn and kind of just go like raise the fist and kind of lightly kind of rather hardly smack it and go bad doggy.
You want to hit the dog? Sure. You want to just open
Wow.
palm? Yeah,
Yeah,
non-lethal damage.
yeah.
You're intentionally causing non-lethal damage. You're
Yeah.
just like smacking a dog. Go ahead. Dex plus brawl.
Dexterity plus brawling.
Brawl. Yeah.
Alrighty. Correct.
So just 3. Oh, nice.
10, 8,
Well,
10.
solid hit. Now we do damage. So it's your strength. Again, same difficulty as 6. So you just roll whatever your strength dice are.
5,
Which
5.
is 2. Yeah. What's that?
5, 5. 10.
A 5/5. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. So apparently you land a blow and you go to tap them, but unfortunately their current position just cushions it, so they don't seem like they're hurt. But you got their attention. Now they're like "Where?" Like they weren't expecting it. Awesome. Then goes Ark. Ark, what do you do?
Can Micah just walk away from the stupidity?
Yeah, you can walk, you can run, whatever you want. The dogs seem to be very much busy at the moment.
I'm just gonna walk towards where I know Josiah and Delilah are.
Ark just begins to walk towards the front door.
And
Evan,
Minty just looks at you and is like, really?
Evan, can I join the end of the initiative?
Absolutely. If you heard all the commotion, because at this time you've definitely heard the commotion. You heard barking dogs. You've heard like dog noises that sound like and like and so go ahead, Josiah. You walk in and you see this is what you see before you. You head towards the door. You open the door. You see Micah coming towards you, and behind Micah there are the 2 dogs who are currently trying to bite some guy in a hooded jacket with a GoPro strapped to his right arm, and a mint is hanging onto his left arm with a strong grip.
Please save me from this stupidity.
You're not helping.
I never said I would.
Really?
these bad dogs over here. Come on.
They're doing their job.
Oh my god.
Technically, they're good dogs.
They are
They're
good
very
dogs.
They're very good dogs.
good dogs. What are you doing, Brad?
Oh, I was gonna talk to
You're
the.
you're at the bottom of the turn order.
I didn't realize it was me yet. I
Yeah.
was gonna ask the doorman if he could let my the rest of my team help with the dogs.
The proper term is coterie. Yeah, like could
The
you let
quarter,
the
yeah.
rest? Okay.
He was like, "Could you
Oh,
pull back the dogs? They're with us." Sorry about that. I didn't tell you
all
there was
right.
more coming.
Um, Micah and Delilah, you guys still have heightened senses up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get a quick splitting headache as the butler blows on a dog whistle, which, because of your heightened senses, you can actually hear.
Oh, that's great.
That
A little loud.
This is good information to know.
You can turn it on and off whenever you want, but until you tell me it's off, it's on. So, and obviously you can be like, oh, power down the heightened senses. All right, and the dogs back off. We are out of combat. It's free action time.
Still holding on to the dude's arm.
Why are you holding on to that poor man? He's just trying. He's trying to make a YouTube channel. Apparently, is this channel getting attacked by dogs? Like, what the hell are you doing?
He's
he's
a
a
kindred.
So you're just gonna let him get torn up by dogs by holding them?
He was trying to run, and he's
There was dogs chasing
apparently.
him.
These ladies promised me beer and food, and all I'm getting is attacked by dogs, and she won't let go of me.
Because you tried to run out the gate, and you were breaking the rules of the court by filming very inhuman moves and putting them on a YouTube channel.
You've never seen parkour videos before.
This is a little bit different than parkour.
Has Josiah seen
From the
parkour
sounds
videos
of it, it's
before?
I would
not.
assume so.
What exactly were you
I mean,
doing
it's
that
modern
you
day,
started
right?
doing?
I was practicing some of my more grander moves that I was testing out.
He jumped across a large opening to another building and then was doing a series of contorted flips down a fire escape.
Your mind's gonna be blown once you figure out gymnasts. Come inside. Let's
That's
go. We got an old guy to talk to.
You
fantastic.
don't appreciate the condescending tone. You weren't there. You didn't see it. Cool.
But that is actual. That's you'd be shocked that at the amount of humans that can actually do what you were describing.
I know. I used to do stuff like that, but on a lesser degree when I was still alive. I let go of the guy. I'm completely fed up at this point, and the character just walks inside. Oh, by the way, my elder is taken. His entire apartment was ransacked. So, hooray!
Yeah, and as we all walk in the door, and I walk past Josiah, I look at him. I go, "What's up, bro?" And put up my hand, kind of palm into him, kind of like.
I'm gonna go like to fist punch you, but we end up making a turkey instead. It's like, oh, shit.
Raz, do you show them what you were actually doing?
Ah,
Like, because you have the camera on you, so you could pair it to somebody's smartphone.
yeah, I could show it to him because I'm proud of the moves.
Cool. So, who wants their smartphone paired with his GoPro?
I'll do it since mine's still out.
Okay, great. So he pairs the device, and you rewind and you play the video from a couple of hours ago, and he was telling the truth. It looks like he goes up to the side of the building. He keeps doing this jump. Micah, give me a intelligence plus. Do you have investigation? Or actually, no. Give me an
Oh, they forgot to
intelligence
look at the
plus. You have
recording.
computers.
I have one in technology, but I do also have investigation.
Okay. Give me an intelligence plus technology roll.
Okay.
Difficulty is 7.
This is like my
Hey.
thing. Damn it.
And nobody in stream gave a bunch of successes or anything to you. I just want to double check. Even that's pretty sweet. That's 4.
No, Ark just kicked
All right.
ass.
Yeah, Art just totally kicked ass. Yeah, you notice something on like take 2 of the video, then you go back and rewind and you see it again. It was something like just in casual viewing you could have missed, but having heightened vampire senses and also just like being pretty decent with this particular bit of technology, you note that Raz basically was on the roof the moment the window on the 11th floor broke, and it was captured because it was in the middle of one of his flips. So the angle of the flip with the GoPro was enough to catch what happened on the 11th floor. And you could barely make it out, but it looks like 2 figures jumped out of the window, and both of them turned into bats and flew west of the location where you're at. Like the bats were kind of like fighting midair. And that's what you see.
I pointed it out the footage. I'm like, yo, that was a sick flip, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's not what I'm interested in. Your elder isn't just missing. He was fighting when he left. He took a bat form.
Okay, I figured about the fighting part, but he took bat form. Where did he go? What direction? Flew west.
Yeah.
Well, what do we want to do about it then?
You want to watch the rest of it? There's a lot of good flips I got in there.
Fucking love Raz.
Hell yeah, show me that video as I take the phone from Mika.
At that point, Butler goes, is there anything that I can help you all with, since you are all in my mistress's foyer?
Oh,
Tell
right.
us.
Do you have any information on where she might have gone?
When was the last time you
She-
saw her?
3 nights ago. She did not tell me where she would be going, but I expected her by then. I alerted the prince last night after she had been gone for 2. She rarely goes for that long without returning to her haven, without notice, at the very least, unless she is traveling.
Did she seem distressed at all when she left 3 days ago?
No, but it was unusual that she did make a change to her schedule. Typically, in the evenings after she rises and has fed, she goes over to the gallery, then brings back whatever she finds to feed again from the gallery before attending to any other business or court business. But on this particular night, she didn't say she was going to the gallery. Instead, she said she was keeping a secondary appointment.
Does she have a date book?
I keep a planner for her. Hold a moment. And he goes and pulls out his smartphone, looks in the calendar. Well, she didn't say where she was going here. But maybe she wrote something down in her office. Follow me. And what do you guys do?
Let me give Mika her phone back.
After I pocket my phone, I'm following.
And I'm gonna follow the
What
old
is he
guy,
doing?
yeah. I don't think we asked his name.
Oh, I apologize for all the impoliteness here. I'm Alistair. What's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm JJ.
If any of you actually are computer savvy enough to go, he actually has enough dots of fame that you've heard of that YouTube channel.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, I know who you are.
Awesome.
Hey, good to meet you, man. I didn't know you were local.
Oh yeah, I just been palling around, starting out planning out my my tricks, and then I'd go into, you know, trying to find out places that that I could try it out.
All right.
Right on.
So the ghoul takes you all to her office. Now the office is very decadent. We're talking lots of gilded furniture, lots of artwork on the walls, statues. Everything is incredibly tasteful. There are things that you were pretty sure that she brought in here herself, collectibles that are hundreds and hundreds of years old. Um, the desk is made of rich mahogany, with one of those
Mahogany.
mahogany, um, with a high back chair that has intricate gold leaf all throughout it, um, and a lot of the motifs in it incorporate um, basically images of Morgane herself. So you get the sense that maybe she did this all herself. Um, on the desk, there is an old notebook, um, but currently there's nothing written on it. Um, you do notice that the page that it was open to has been torn out. And then the butler goes, "Well, that's unusual. What do you guys do?"
So someone ripped out the page.
Seems
Yes,
that
or she removed the piece of paper herself. So she would never rip it.
There
She would.
are ways to find out the information still,
Mm,
especially if she used more modern implements. You can actually take tracings.
all right. Well, since you have the authority of the prince, I'll give you a run of the place. Uh, try not to ruin anything or take anything with you that you don't have to.
Do you
And then he
happen to have
just,
any charcoal that I could use?
yes, of course.
I'm
Um,
going.
he goes to a cabinet and opens up, and the cabinet is filled with art supplies, paints, brushes, both acrylic, oils, um, even like those little watercolor trays. Um, he runs his finger down and like opens like a small little side drawer and pulls out a piece of drawing charcoal and holds it out.
Thank you. That will definitely do.
Okay.
I'm gonna
What should you do?
I'm gonna take the charcoal and rub it over the page that was behind the one that she took out of the book.
Okay.
Do we
Um,
find anything?
yeah, absolutely. You see an address written down. Give me a
There's an address
second. Yep.
is it far?
It seems
How
to
long is
be
it?
down in the Irish Channel district. I'm probably butchering this name, but it's 414 Chopitoulas Street. It's Tchoupitoulas.
Chill pickle.
THUTCH.
T.
Tchoupitoulas.
If it's French, the T is silent.
PITLUS.
Pitoulas.
OU.
It's
First
silenced.
place.
French, although patois might mess with that.
Chopalays or something like that.
Chocolat.
Huh.
Chocolat.
How far is that? A far one or?
It's not close because right now you guys are up in the up by Uptown, but it's like way down by the Mississippi, right by the water.
Come here.
It's not close. Not really.
So like
So
a
it's
day's
probably
drive,
hour's
2 days
drive.
drive.
If you took Washington Ave to Louisiana Ave straight down to the Mississippi, it would be a couple of blocks in.
So we could do it tonight
What?
then.
Yeah.
You could get there tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's New Orleans. You can just take a cab. It's not going to take you days to get there.
Well, we're just trying to figure out whether it's an hour or a 5-minute walk.
Oh, it's not a walk. You'd have to take a cab.
I'm gonna open up the drawer, the main drawer that's in the front of the desk, and see if there are any letters or anything in there.
When you go to open up the drawer, the butler gives you like a sharp look and does a polite cough. Do you continue?
I arch an eyebrow at him. If something has happened to your mistress, wouldn't it be more prudent for us to have more information? She could have been in correspondence with the individual or individuals that she went to go see and she hasn't returned from.
He's just staring at you. He hasn't even answered. You didn't say anything. He just coughed and looked at you aside. He's clearly not happy about you guys poking around in here, but not much you can do about it.
She stares him in the face and opens the drawer.
Okay.
And looks down.
Try and get those
Yep.
cookies.
There's a bunch of papers in there. Some actually, there's actual like real life like the whole. There's a small box that when you open it up inside looks like the entire like inkwell and quill set with a little sharpening knife and everything else. Real old fashioned.
Okay. I glance at the address and then I start very carefully looking through the papers to see if there are any addresses that might line up.
Okay. Do a investigation check. Do you have an investigation?
Looking. I do.
Okay, cool. It's a 20-minute cab ride, by the way, from where you are to that address. It's about
Okay.
7 miles.
Oh, not far. Not far at all then.
It's
So
not far, but it's not like walking distance. I mean,
it's
like,
just
it is walking distance, but it would be a while to walk down there.
It's just investigation.
No, it's perception plus investigation. You're trying to look through, see what you can find.
Trying to my perception during the
It's on the mental
Yeah,
traits. Yep. Okay, 2 successes. Yep. You don't see that address in any of the papers that are there. Some of them look like personal letters. A couple of things are invoices, but you can clearly see that like whatever this address is, it's definitely not something that she was talking to or about anytime recently.
Okay.
Do any of you
And
check on that address in Google or anything else?
JJ will Google the address.
Cool. The address is for a place called Chablis Auto Paint and Body, which is odd because it's an auto body shop down by the docks.
What would your mistress be doing at a auto body shop? Do you have any idea?
Mistress does not have any cars at this house. There's no need in the city. She usually walks or takes a cab. Most of her vehicles are in some of her other estates outside of the city. Um, and there was no recent need for any sort of auto body, so your guess is as good as mine.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Josiah. Isn't that near Bruja territory?
It is.
Yes.
Convenient, isn't it? That the Toreador Elder and the Bruja Elder are both missing.
You're a smart one.
I'm gently putting the papers back how I found them.
Okay. The butler seems a little bit more at ease when he sees that you were actually just looking instead of snooping. All right. Well, is there anything that I can do for you then? I'm guessing you might be off to further investigate this.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Please return my mistress. The
Oh,
longer
that
she
is.
goes missing, the more dire it is for me.
We'll do our best.
Shall we fail? You'll be the first to know.
Yep.
I
Awesome.
have a lore-related question.
Sure.
If a ghoul of a different vampire were to eat the blood of another vampire, would that cause issues?
Well, so okay. So
Hey,
in
how do you spell
terms of
chassis?
actual
Like
physical
car
issues, no.
chassis.
Ghouls,
Like
it
car
doesn't
chassis.
matter. Like they can take the blood of any vampire to continue to subsist. However, um, if you take a vampire's blood 3 times, you are blood bonded to them. So like the feelings that this ghoul has for his mistress are like deep, obsessive, jump
I see
off
Ark
buildings for
laughing.
you kind of love.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Uh, you guys doing anything else here?
Nope, I'm good.
I just be polite to the. I forgot what his title is. The doorman.
Oh,
As we
my,
leave.
my sound cut out, guys. I'm sorry. Brian, I'm sorry. You were saying something?
I said I was just gonna be super polite and thankful to the doorman as we leave, and
All right.
apologizing for all the trouble we caused.
Cool. All right.
Later, bro.
You guys walk out.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I guess.
following them.
All right. So you guys searching down this lead. As you go out into the street, Kiss.
What now? Sorry.
Out of the corner of your eye, walk out into the street. Across the street, again, from between 2 buildings, you think you see a familiar face again. And just as quickly again, it disappears.
I'm gonna run over.
All right. You guys see Kiss take off.
JJ will follow immediately behind her.
I'm right behind those two.
I just kind of sigh and follow along.
Got you.
All right. Give me that perception plus investigation roll again.
Okay.
Standard difficulty of 7. Nice. Okay. That 10 saved you there.
Yeah, they got
Like, so you're walking into the alley again. It looks pretty normal and whatever. And you're looking around. It's like, oh man, it's just nagging you. And then just up the corner of your eye, that's when you catch it. Because you have Auspex 1, you are able to get a roll against people who use obfuscate, the vampiric power to like hide themselves. And just off to the side, like between 2 trash cans, you see a Nosferatu hidden, watching you directly. And they haven't quite noticed you yet.
I'm gonna grab Can I grab?
Yeah, absolutely. You get a surprise round because they weren't expecting you since they saw you turning around. So go ahead and do your Dex plus brawl to grab at him. Two successes. All right. Um, you guys see from the alley, Skis turns around, and then suddenly, Delilah just turns around and goes, "What do you say?"
Why are you watching me?
And then grabs between two trash cans. And before, what you guys thought was just a bunch of trash, now she's holding a Nosferatu. And you catch the quick glimpse of like she's holding a Nosferatu by the grip of the collar. As soon as the Nosferatu realizes they're being gripped, rather than fight you, immediately what they do is to grab behind them and pull a hood down over their face, so that like their features are being covered.
Can I yank this hood off?
You could, you can try, sure, yeah,
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
yeah,
What do you need?
yeah. You go to grab and he starts to struggle and he goes, "You stupid bitch, you want us both killed?"
Maybe. Why are you following me?
Not here, in the alley.
I'm just gonna keep a hold of him and walk down deeper into the shadows of the alley.
Did he just
Yeah.
proposition you?
I know you would like that, but just let's see what he has to say first.
Ooh.
I've been sent to follow you.
By who?
Hey, by the Primogen.
Who now?
The Primogen, you know, the head of the clan.
Why?
They want to make sure you don't fuck it up. At that point, it's that you recognize that you don't know this person, this particular Nosferatu, but it's hard to forget a Nos when they're all kind of fucked up. You remember seeing them at Elysium.
Seeing what? Sorry, you kind of like.
Seeing them at Elysium.
Okay.
That's where I was familiar. And now that you've like broken the obfuscate, now you're getting like, fuck yeah, they were at that other alley too. They've been fucking following us.
Did you find your ghost?
Not a ghost. They're
I'm
following
a
us.
She's just looking at this thing like, ugh.
Whoa, harsh.
Why are they following?
Marcellus
Raz
wants
is
to
like
make
a bro
sure.
dude. Fucking
They're
kills me.
making- They're making sure that we don't mess anything up.
Torsion or mellow.
It's such a whisper and failure. Oh my god. I totally lost what was going on.
Sorry.
It's okay. They're having us followed.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, you caught me. They're having you followed, all right? You want to make sure not only that you find the elders, but that you aren't dicking around, okay?
Well,
Plus,
we
who
would
knows?
stop sticking around if you would stop, being seen by the people you're trying to follow. Get better at it.
Can I see if he's lying?
Sure, absolutely.
JJ's just
It's-
calling a car.
What's the thing again?
To see if somebody's lying.
Uh-huh.
I believe, well, two lies, manipulation plus subterfuge. I think to determine if somebody's lying, it's perception plus empathy.
Okay. Try perception. Let's see.
All right.
29.
Yep, two successes. No, he's being sincere.
Right. Well, he's telling the truth.
That's all well and good. But what does that say about the prince if he doesn't trust us to do
Why
or
would he
do what
trust
he said
us?
us to do?
We're not
Right, we
detectives.
didn't give him a reason to trust us. I mean, would you trust this party?
I mean, no, but it's in
Okay.
his best.
There's no but there.
It's in his best interest at this point because he's not going to get information otherwise.
Kiss, the Nosferatu looks at you and goes and points at your hands, holding his jacket, and goes, "You mind?
Are you gonna run?
Are you gonna kill me?
No.
That could be.
Not unless you give me a reason.
Are they gonna kill me?
Not unless I give them a reason to kill you.
Or he
Then
does
no,
it himself.
I'm not gonna run."
Okay, I let go.
Okay.
And he just does this.
So yeah, I am way low on the totem pole, but I know that the prince told the Primogen, Primogen told my sire, and my sire told me keep an eye on you guys, make sure you're doing your job. And so far, glowing reports from my end.
Smart.
Well, that's
Let's
good
keep
news.
it that way.
Sure, as long as the fact that I was found is kept between you and me, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Maybe
Good.
get better at your job then. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't gotta be rude
maybe.
to the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Clearly
you,
I do.
thank you, thank you, JJ.
Oh.
He fooled you at least once. Let's not be coy about it.
Shut
You
up.
went down to an alley to pee, and you came back doing nothing.
Coming from the guy who couldn't even charm a dog. Oh,
That
wait,
was
that
you.
was me. I got the other one. God.
That moment when he used your name and you didn't even tell him.
So, you guys done with me?
You can go.
Good. All right,
Get
cool.
away before
All
these
right.
people kill you.
He actually turns around, goes deeper into the alley, and he grabs a manhole cover, like if it was a trash can lid, just lifts it up, no problem. Crawls down and like puts it up over it and crawls into the sewer.
Yeah,
Good way to get around.
and now it's going into the sewer. This is my surprised face.
That's
All right. And on that note, this is a great place to end it for the evening because it's almost 11.
Sounds good. Oh, sounds good.
So,
I keep forgetting
yeah.
I'm gonna push the dog.
Cool. So let's do the final awards. All right, 1 XP for everybody. Automatic. Good job. Anybody learn anything? We'll start with Kiss.
that I can't charm a dog.
All right. For Brian.
Um, that I can charm a dog,
That we're not trusted either.
and maybe not just try and dominate everyone I see.
All right. Okay. Kayla.
Remember, consent is key. Sorry. Learned what a GoPro was.
All right.
I mean,
Fair. Raz.
Like in real life, I can be swayed by food and beer.
Yeah.
Even after you don't eat or drink.
I know.
All right. And then Art.
Learned that I have limits to what stupidity I can put up with.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Kiss, I'm
Tolerance
not going to give you the 1 XP for can't charm a dog, but I am going to give you the 1 XP for learning that you've been followed. And then Brian, yes, 1 XP for learning that perhaps dominating everything is not always the answer
Hooray!
because you did botch that roll pretty damn good. So everybody then gets the standard 2 XP, and with the actually give yourselves all 3 XP because you actually did pretty good roleplay tonight as well. So you guys should have another 3 XP. So Kayla, you should be now at 3 XP again because you spent 3 on Brawl, and everybody else who attended the last session should be at 6 XP.
Okay.
I'm at 3
Oh.
too as well because I had taken Brawl.
Oh, you also took ball. Great. So then you're at 3. Raz is at 3, and then Kiss and Brian are at 6 because they haven't spent their points on anything. And Kayla's at 3 because she also spent 1 point into brawl. All right, guys. I don't know how to end your stream.
I don't know either. That's what I was trying to ask Haley quietly, and she didn't do anything. How do I
Also,
end?
the stream is not showing anything.
Shit!
Thanks everybody for coming tonight. I hope you had a good time.
Help.
There we go.
Great call. Yep.
Why does Kiss have invisible friends?
Haley, come
every
help me
game?
raid.
Every game Invisible Friends.
It's technically not a friend.
Or
You
can
say
just end
she's
it, I don't know.
just a friend.
Neither is Baz, but you know,
Fuck Baz.
fucking Baz.
Who
Okay.
we rating?
Fuck Baz.
Stream. Where? Okay. Okay.
Dynix streaming.
There you go.
The Muppets are playing again. It's like no one playing D&D.
Bless you.
Okay, we'll pick someone. I don't know how Twitch fucking works.
Hootie and the Broken. Bless you.
Thank you.
Dynix streaming. Dynix.
Can you do it from there, Haley? Good. Huh. Can they hear it? Can the stream hear us talk right now? Okay, I didn't know that because it's on this thing. There is.
Ooh, that needs to change, Haley. Your command. It just needs to...
Spittin', did you sign up for my OnlyFans yet? I made one just for you. $500. And I use all the weird stuff Evan sends me.
I sadly have to go, but I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Because it's like, and I'm fucking out.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye bye. You guys have a good time?
Yeah, it's fun.
That was fun.
Cool. Things are beginning to unravel. Finally, I got you all in the same room at the same time.
I'm sorry if I was obnoxious.
Yeah, it's alright. I didn't find you obnoxious. You have to talk to everybody else.
But you mean you were working on school stuff, so...
Oh, you joined the
I
call.
understand.
Okay. Yeah.
Come to the Overwatch tournament.
You're the one that's streaming it.
Goodbye.
Later.
Or you can stream it too, right? There's no reason you can't stream it.
There it is. Overwatch
Oh shit.
very slowly.